Servus, grüß dich und
Hello!
welcome to Eisenbahn. Maybe I could hold the camera still a little bit. Today, we're going to take a look at the Alpha Look that we upgraded. We're going to make this real quick video, right?
Yes.
Yes. Willie's going to be doing some cleanup on the track because he wants to do another unboxing of one of our classic trains. Do you want to tell him what it is, or do you want to make it a surprise?
Let's make it a surprise.
Let's make it a surprise. All right. So we'll be doing that probably coming out in next week's video.
Actually, it's gonna be our part 2. It's going to have the unboxing video that we made the first part of.
The Vectron video, that's out already.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
We're gonna be interested experimental in our Lego Look video.
Oh. Well. Now it's not going to be such a surprise, is it?
No.
No. That's okay. That happens.
We've ran it before.
We've run it before, yes. We've had it. Daddy's had it for a really long time. So, but we're going to flip the video around. We're going to take a look at what we did to the Alpha Look to make it run on our digital track. I don't know why I keep tilting my head up. It's so... yeah, so goofy. All right, let's look. So with the Alpha Look, what we did is I found this kit here, 60760, which they are reproducing again, or still, I'm not sure. So it comes with this mini decoder, really small chip. It's all shrink wrapped closed, it looks like. I should really look through the camera, not at what I'm doing here. So it's pretty simple. You got power pickup, you run to the pickup. The one thing it didn't have is this little angle piece to connect the ground to. So I had to figure out what those were and order those up. Which you can get a nice little kit here of, I don't know what's in here, 10 or 20 of those. Probably 10 it looks like. Get the chokes, which, doing some research, I found you can get those online from electronics store. Now they look like resistors. I thought they were resistors when I looked at them the first time. They're actually for RF interference. But doing a bunch of research into this, the thing that you really want to get out of these is they take the voltage spikes out from turning the motor on and off, and from the brushes and just any voltage spikes. It's supposed to calm those down so you don't fry your circuit board. People have run conversions without those, and they're just fine. The board's not, the kit's not that expensive, but I still don't want to do this again. So I'm going to put the chokes in every time.
This is a Märklin pickup shoe.
That is a Märklin pickup shoe.
It does.
So, all right. A couple things also so that one came with a permanent, this 60760 came with the decoder, permanent magnet, new armature. And so we just soldered that all in. One thing I didn't have at the time was these little LEDs I found. These LEDs.
We got another of these. Here's an LED.
Yep, there's another LED. Let's take a look at the box or the packaging. Move that. Good job. So we got this other LED. Comes with the cable. And it's got a resistor built in, so all you got to do is just wire the thing up. We're going to take some, I bent it right there. I'm going to take some hot glue to hold it in place. We're going to take some hot glue just to finish up this install, just a little dab of hot glue there to hold that board in place so it doesn't bounce around inside the wagon or inside the look while it's driving. We're just going to roll these wires up. A couple things I should have done differently. I should have made this red wire a lot shorter. I'm not going to mess with that again. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. That's a lot of extra wire just bouncing around inside. But back to this, it comes with, the motor itself comes with the permanent magnet, a new armature, and a new cover. We took in, so I just changed that all out. In my research last night, I discovered that you can actually get, ESU sells just permanent magnets, depending on which version you have. And what I've also found out on the forums, one of the Mariclean forums, is guys are replacing just the permanent magnet, keeping the old armature, keeping the old cover, getting rid of the extra capacitors on there, and just converting it over with a card, with a decoder to save a couple of bucks. Maybe that's something we'll try in the future. Don't know. With that, we're just going to go ahead and do the work, and we'll show you the finished product when we're done, because my skills need refining, so I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all of you. And with that, we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so here we are. We're all done. Now, we took the LED, we hot glued it onto the chassis there, we wired it in twice, shrink wrap the connections to make sure they don't short out, and glued it. And one thing to note here, so looking at this, number 3 orange, ground return for functions. Number 1 yellow, hot wire to the rear headlight. 2 gray, hot wire to the front headlight. So that's the way I wired it. On our LEDs, yellow is positive and the black is negative. So that's the way I wired it, and the lights didn't work. So you go up here and look at the diagram, and 3, look at that. The 3 is supposed to be the orange wires. That's our positive. And then, so that makes our yellow and gray our negative. Sometimes things get lost in translation, I think. So we got that set. It works. We're going to put the body on. We'll put it on our programming track, and we'll show you how it went.
So, we got the light on.
The light on. Push the light function button, and it turns off. Turns back on.
You change the direction.
Goes forward. Reverse direction. The light turns off.
It's on the back.
Go forward again. The light's back on.
Okay.
I'm very happy with how that turned out. Go ahead. Take it for a spin, Willie. Schneller. Schneller.
I couldn't do it schneller.
Schneller is faster.
Oh. If you have the reverse, the light.
Oh. There's no lights in the back.
This is our first spin.
Our first spin. Schneller. Schneller. Wie schnell kannst du gehen? All the way up. Whoa. I should remember to look at the view screen and not at the controller.
It's at full. There it is.
There it goes, coming around the bend.
There it is, going at full speed. Woo woo!
All right, Willie. Mit das.
Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt!
Tschüss. All right, so Willie wanted to do a fast drive-by at full speed. And this thing really rips.
It's set to go up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Skidded right off the tracks, but didn't short out. Anyway, The
Just kept spinning.
decoder changes our currents. Our tracks are alternating currents, and we get about 18 volts out of there. Touch the LED leads to it. It doesn't matter which way you connect them because the voltage alternates. The current alternates constantly. Direct current, DC voltage, positive is positive, negative is negative. It only hooks up one way to get those LEDs to work. If you hook it up backwards, they won't work because diodes only allow electrical flow in how many directions, Willie?
One.
One direction. That's right.
Why do you put in two lights?
Well, because there aren't any lights at the back of that. There's only a light in the front. So, here we go. So that's why we had the problems. And part of the problem was the directions lose something in the translation. Whereas if the words don't match up to what, at least the way my brain operates, the words don't match up to what the electrical diagram shows. So one more high-speed pass.
Plus, we got this. We had to fix it because.
All right, Willie. Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt.
We have to do something. I need to say something. So, we need to fix Alpha because he was making weird sounds I don't know. So, it did with that. So, when it was going, it did.
So something's happening in that double slip switch. We're going to have to take a look at that, find out why we keep derailing there. All right, Willie. Say Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt. Vorsicht bei der Abfahrt. Tschüss.
Tschüss.